Hi, I'm Kendall G. I'm an agronomist from Weyburn, Saskatchewan. In 2014, me and my colleagues installed some of our first weather stations in southern Saskatchewan. They had soil moisture probes, and at that time, we had no idea what we were going to do with the data. But we were intrigued by soil moisture in dryland situations, and thought that maybe we could learn a little something about fungicide timing. Over the next 3 years, we grew to over 65 stations, but our customers were still struggling to understand what to do with the data.
Hi, my name is Bonnie Manziak. I'm an agronomist and farmer from Kelleher, Saskatchewan. In 2017, we started to develop crop intelligence. Our goal was to develop an app that took soil moisture data and helped interpret it so that farmers and agronomists could take that information and make real-time decisions on their fields. In the past 4 years, crop intelligence has rapidly grown to support customers in Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. In 2020, the software was applied on over 815 fields and more than 350 farms. Soil moisture data from capacitance probes is the base of what crop intelligence is. A capacitance probe measures the soil volumetric water content of the soil profile. And we use that data, and from it we derive the crop available water that's available to the crop throughout the growing season.
Crop intelligence is innovative because we are built by farmers and agronomists for farmers and agronomists. In Western Canada, every year, our yields are at least partially determined by how much rain and how much soil moisture we have on our fields. We built the app to track soil moisture and rainfall to help give our customers an idea of their water-driven yield potential throughout the growing season. So we talk about water-driven yield potential as what's possible with the water on your fields. So that's what could you grow if water was the only limiting factor. If there was no nutrient limitations, if there was no weeds and disease pressure throughout the growing season, what's possible on your fields? And with this information, our customers can start to understand how they can optimize their decisions throughout the entire growing season. We're unique in that we're bringing context to our weather station data or in-field data with historical regional weather averages. This helps our customers to track where they are compared to average and where they are compared to previous years, which is such a thing in farming. We often think about predicting the future or understanding what could happen in the future based on what we've learned from past years.
Fertility inputs are one of the biggest expenses on the farm, and crop intelligence helps to take some of the emotion and stress out of making some of those decisions associated with fertility. When you know what you have going into a season, you can plan ahead and be smart about allocating those resources where they're going to make you the most money. When you ask a farmer how dry it is, what they'll often do is drag their toe across the soil and make a decision based on those top 10 centimeters of their soil profile. When in reality, we have a full 1 meter profile that we need to think about when we're looking at crop available water and what's available to the crop throughout the growing season.
Across the industry, our yield goals are increasing. And with that comes new challenges about how to get the nutrients to the crop. So our farmers are adopting flexible nutrient strategies. They're looking at different products and different timings and different placements. And crop intelligence can support some of those decisions. Agronomists use the data in a number of ways. Myself, data is king. As an agronomist, probably 80% of your job is helping your farmers, your customers, make objective decisions, and data supports that.
Tom Sanko is a farmer from Humboldt, Saskatchewan. He's one of our earliest adopters of crop intelligence. Tom is in a unique position as he's had soil moisture probes in stations for the past 6 years. Originally, he got into them to help make better fungicide decisions. And then as we created crop intelligence and he started working with that product, he started to use soil moisture to make better decisions on his farm. He now incorporates crop intelligence in an advanced agronomy program so he can make the best decisions with the data he has.
Once I was introduced to crop intelligence, clearly we refined and redefined the use of it. Obviously, using the probe to measure water in the soil and formulate a crop plan based on water-driven yield potential. It showed me that, especially during certain times of the year, you'd get that neighbor that comes over and says, "Ooh, it's really dry," and I would have the satisfaction of, knowing to myself that, well, it's dry, but it's really not that dry. There's water in the soil, and further down, if we just had, like an inch of rain, in the next few days, we still have a chance for a fantastic crop. And knowing this, it allowed me to push ahead with various treatments to increase my water-driven yield potential, such as fungicides and perhaps an application of sulfur fines. I really wanted to fine-tune what I was doing. I needed some support to help me succeed even more than what I had based on water-driven potential, in order to have that feeling so that I knew that I wasn't leaving yield out in the field. I wanted to do better. I was doing good. I wanted to do better. But it takes a lot of guesswork out of, well, how am I going to fertilize for next year? Well, I'm going to fertilize for next year based on the moisture that I have now and the probability of the moisture that I'm going to have going forward. And if you use the probabilities accordingly, you can grow a very good crop without spending more money than what you should have. You're spending the money that you need to spend to grow the crop that you have a great confidence of knowing that you're going to be able to grow. That's it in a nutshell.
Our customers own their weather stations and all of the data that comes off of it. Many of our customers see their data as valuable and their ownership as something that is valuable to them because it's part of their competitive edge in the marketplace.
We are constantly listening to our farmers and working with them to adapt the app so that it meets their needs. It's exciting to see how our customers are taking the data and learning from it. They're pushing us to be better because we're providing them with better information.
In Western Canada, our growing seasons are short. The kind of 2 months of key decision-making timing can be incredibly overwhelming. And mental health is one of the things that we think a lot about when we're building our technology in terms of minimally, we don't want to contribute to increased stress on the farm. And at our best, we want to alleviate stress. We want to bring certainty and peace of mind to our customers with the data. With crop intelligence, we feel we have a set of tools that would help break down some of the barriers to using soil moisture monitoring on irrigation, the same way we have on dry land. So we look forward to developing an irrigation-specific version of crop intelligence in the very near future.
We're confident that as Western Canadian agriculture grows, we're going to grow with it. We're looking to change the industry and how customers and agronomists are using the data. We're excited to see where this will take us, and we're ready to grow with it going forward.